The complexity of South Africa's immigration issue lies not just in border security or law enforcement but in the deeply rooted socio-economic struggles that many citizens face daily. The multifaceted nature of these struggles means that addressing illegal immigration isn't just about removing undocumented people, it's about tackling the underlying reasons why communities feel threatened by the presence of foreign nationals. High unemployment rates, limited access to housing, underfunded public healthcare systems, and an education sector stretched thin create fertile ground for frustration, which can sometimes be misdirected toward immigrants. In areas where poverty is widespread, people often perceive foreign nationals as direct competitors for scarce resources and opportunities. When jobs are scarce and social services are overwhelmed, it's understandable why some communities feel anxious about the presence of undocumented individuals. This economic hardship intensifies social tensions, and in such an environment, public figures who advocate for mass deportations or stricter border control policies can easily gain public support. Yet, sustainable solutions must address the systemic issues within South Africa itself, improving job creation, strengthening local economies, and ensuring public services are well-funded and efficient. Without tackling these internal challenges, even the strictest immigration policies may not bring the relief citizens hope for, and tensions could continue to simmer beneath the surface, threatening social stability for years to come. Furthermore, the regional dynamics of migration cannot be ignored. South Africa is not an isolated entity, it is part of the broader Southern African Development Community (SADC) region, where cross-border movement is often a matter of survival for people escaping poverty, political instability, or conflict in their home countries. For many undocumented immigrants, South Africa represents hope, a place where they might find work, safety, or a chance to rebuild their lives. But this constant inflow of people seeking refuge or better opportunities places added pressure on a country already grappling with internal economic difficulties. Working collaboratively with neighboring nations on regional development, conflict resolution, and strategies to boost economic growth could help ease this pressure. If the countries within the region work together to improve living conditions and create economic opportunities at home, fewer people might feel compelled to cross borders illegally. Regional cooperation could pave the way for more humane and practical solutions that balance national security with compassion, creating policies that safeguard South Africa's sovereignty while recognizing the humanity of those seeking refuge. It's a delicate balance to strike, but through diplomacy and joint development initiatives, a more sustainable immigration framework could emerge. Gayton McKenzie's stance, while firm, encapsulates the frustration many South Africans feel about immigration. His unapologetic use of the word Abahambe, meaning they must go in Zulu, strikes a chord with those who believe undocumented foreigners are worsening their already difficult living conditions. His public confirmation that he uses this phrase even during private government meetings underscores his commitment to the cause and sends a powerful message to his supporters: he is unwavering. McKenzie's vocal position has transformed him into a polarizing figure. For some, he is a champion of the people, a leader who refuses to compromise on promises made to his base. For others, he represents a dangerous turn toward populism, where complex societal issues are reduced to overly simplistic solutions that could deepen social divisions. Nevertheless, McKenzie's statements have reignited national debates on immigration, with people passionately discussing the future of South Africa's immigration policies and whether the government should pursue mass deportations as a legitimate solution to the country's struggles. The rallies organized by Ons Bizanye, where McKenzie frequently speaks, have become significant public platforms for the anti-illegal immigration movement. These events bring together frustrated citizens, political supporters, and local community leaders, creating an echo chamber where the most stringent calls for action against undocumented migrants are amplified. The fact that McKenzie participates in these rallies while simultaneously serving as a minister has drawn criticism from political observers who argue that it blurs the line between activism and governance. When a sitting government official aligns so publicly with grassroots movements, it raises questions about whether they can objectively contribute to policy discussions within the cabinet. Can McKenzie effectively collaborate with colleagues who may have more moderate views on immigration? Or does his presence in these spaces solidify his commitment to his base at the expense of compromise and political unity? This tension within the government is palpable, and McKenzie's statement that he should not be expected to speak solely on immigration because there is a Home Affairs Minister hints at possible disagreements within the administration about how to approach the issue. Public opinion on McKenzie's position remains sharply divided. Some South Africans, especially those in working-class communities hit hardest by economic struggles, feel that his unwavering stance is a necessary step to protect their livelihoods. They argue that undocumented immigrants undercut local labor markets by accepting lower wages, driving down salaries and making it harder for South African workers to secure stable jobs. For people living in areas where access to healthcare and education is already limited, the perception that undocumented individuals are straining these services further fuels resentment. On the other hand, human rights organizations and more progressive segments of society express concern about the potential for McKenzie's rhetoric to inflame xenophobia. South Africa has a painful history of violence against foreign nationals, and critics fear that inflammatory language from influential leaders could inadvertently encourage further attacks on immigrant communities. As South Africa grapples with high unemployment, widespread poverty, and ongoing economic struggles, the debate over immigration is unlikely to subside anytime soon. And with figures like Gayton McKenzie at the forefront, the discussion will likely remain fiery, emotional, and deeply personal for many citizens. The question is whether this passion can be harnessed for positive change or whether the country risks deepening divisions as it searches for solutions. Whatever the outcome, one thing is certain: immigration will remain one of the most contentious and pivotal issues in South Africa's political landscape for years to come, and the decisions made today will shape the country's future for generations. If you've made it this far, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think McKenzie's approach is the right one, or do you believe there's a more balanced way to handle immigration in South Africa? Let us know your opinions in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on important political issues shaping South Africa's future.